Okay. Um, Hello. Um, gonna be building the Batwing again. Gonna build a couple more bags. Since my last stream, I've built a few, a couple, 3 and 4. So, um, here is the progress for it. It's got quite a few of these rounded off parts here for the wing areas, which looks really nice. I quite like the techniques used, and sort of just plating the top of the parts so you can't see as much of the Technic bits. So I'm just going to get the stream on my laptop so I can actually see anything that's going on. Okay. Bag number 5. Little box here with bag number 5. I think I have all the parts here. Looks like some rubber bands. Not 100% sure where. Oh, there's 2 of them. That would have been bad. Don't have a ton of these, so if I had thrown this out, wouldn't have had the bags. Okay. Bag 5, which seems like a really small bag, so unless I'm missing something, I have a second table set up here because it was starting to take up quite a bit of space. Okay. There's not as much Technic parts that I'm building like it was when I was building the first bag. But it's more plates now and a few bricks, sort of slowly building up the Batwing, which I'm really excited to see complete, but given that I'm gonna get to the 6th bag, I'm assuming by the end of this stream, and then 7 and 8 the next days, I don't know if I'm gonna be building anything over the weekend. This is probably like my most spaced out build. Like, given when I got it, I had it for a week or 2 before I actually started building it. And I never usually have that, so it's probably like my longest build I've had, even though there's some builds when I was younger where I would just not finish a build, and there were some really good sets that I did that for, like the Hobbit set that came with Smaug. Like, I didn't even finish that, and so I now have parts, and I don't even know what happened to the stickers. Like, a couple years ago, I found a couple of the bags and started building them, and I had like Feely and Keely in that bags, but the other minifigures, I still have them in my collection, but I don't know where all the parts are. It's in a really cool set, and I wish I had finished it. There's other ones, like I had a Lego movie set. So I feel like that was sort of the reason I never had a ton of larger sets. Like, I had those, but it was the sets I mostly had when I was younger were battle packs, or like, I don't know, like $50, like $70 sets, but none of like the bigger things, which totally makes sense, because really, there's no point to buying me that type of stuff, even though I wish now I did have those. Working on the wings here, there's a lot of these parts. Oh, I'm completely doing this on the wrong side. Supposed to go on the same wing I was doing the first ones, but on the back of it. Okay. So since my last stream, the 8th episode of Andor has come out, and Tales of the Jedi, actually yesterday. So my day yesterday was pretty busy. I after I watched the episodes, the six episodes of Tales of the Jedi, and then the one episode, actually in the reverse orders, Andor first, and then I watched Tales of the Jedi. I went to the mall and walked around there for a bit, and then I came back and did some work. I had a pretty busy day, but I really enjoyed those. I enjoyed the Tales of the Jedi episodes. I thought those were really, really enjoyable. I love the Clone Wars, so anything that sort of has a Clone Wars feel to it, I'm really gonna like. I really liked to see Dooku in that, as well as Yaddle. That was cool as well. All the characters that were in it was really cool. And now Anakin pretty much his training helped Ahsoka survive Order 66 was very interesting and quite cool. Okay. I must be missing one bag here, not doing one properly. Yeah. Unless, yeah, these. Okay. I need to go search for that fifth bag. I felt like one pretty small bag was not going to be enough, and it was working at the start. I found all the parts, but I've got to this step here and need a few more. And then Andor still is some of my favorite Star Wars stuff ever. I really like this show a lot. Seeing Andy Serkis in the last episode was really interesting. It sort of surprised me. He just appeared, and I feel like I've seen him in so many things. And like for Lord of the Rings, Gollum's like my favorite character, so, or one of my favorite characters. So every time I see him, I sort of think of Gollum first. But it's interesting seeing someone who already played a Star Wars character, not just like some minor Star Wars character. I'd say Snoke was a decently large character, but really you only have the voice, so I don't think it's as bad. Yeah, it was interesting to see him show up in the show, but I really enjoyed this episode and continue to really enjoy the Andor series. So this bag 5 seems like pretty much the side of the wings, so it's sort of going to just attach around to smooth out those, the wings, and it seems like it's going to be another really long part. This is a pretty large set, so it makes sense. This is quite a stable part right here. It's pretty well built, adding all the parts that they did onto it, and it's looking pretty well so far. There's one part here that I'm really wondering where exactly it's going to go. It's just a printed Batman logo, and it looks really cool. I don't know. Yeah, I really have no clue where that's going. Like, maybe in the front, but I have no clue. It's just, it's a printed part, and I really don't know where it's gonna go, because I guess it could go maybe on the side of the wings, but I am not sure, and I can't really think of any larger bat logo that's on this particular vehicle. And this vehicle I'd love to see in a minifigure compatible set. I don't want to say minifigure scale, but because really there's probably no proper such thing, but just a set that a minifigure could easily fit in and works well with. Because I'm sure technically you could fit the Batman minifigure in the cockpit of this set, but it would look quite odd. So just a smaller one that you can actually sort of like swoosh around a little bit. Just like I'd love to see a one of the 1989 Batmobile that's not a now like $200 or $300 promo set. Speaking of promo sets, there's a couple promo sets that I really still want to get. They're Harry Potter promo sets. Last weekend I did get a promo set that I was missing. This set, I thought originally I was going to get the Ray, the Castaway one, the Ideas promo set with it, but it wasn't in stock, and by the time it came back in stock, the Witch Halloween promo was still available, as well as double VIP points, so I got the double VIP points. So I've got a decent amount of points, sort of rebuilding them after, the gunship, it's back there. I used them for that, and I got it for pretty much all of it. Like, I think it was like $50 to get that, and the same thing with Diagon Alley, so I'm sort of building my points up. So Diagon Alley and the gunship are the things I've used my points with lately. And the next thing I want to use my points for is the Lord of the Rings rumored D2C coming out. So I was originally going to use it for the big 90th anniversary castle, but I want the Lord of the Rings D2C, so that's what I'm going to go with. Of course, if that actually comes out. But I feel like the Brickheads are more, like, those are happening. The D2C, it's been talked about quite a bit, but I'm not like 100% sure on it's happening, and I guess not 100% sure on if any of the rumored sets are actually happening. But if I'm hoping the D2C is really good, and given like a $500 price range, I don't see it being some buildable objects. If it is a buildable object set, then I won't be using my VIP points for that, because, well, I don't really have an interest in paying $500 to get a buildable One Ring and a bunch of other random objects to put on my shelf. I don't care. I'd rather quite a few other things that I think I'll talk about later. But back to the promo things. There's about 3 more recent promos that I really want to get that I've just missed. So the first one is the Diagon Alley promo that I believe came out with the mini-scale Hogwarts. I think that's around $100, maybe a bit more. I don't know for sure, because it seems like I will be having a co-op term during the time, but I kind of want to go to Brickworld Chicago, and given that that's during the summer, and I'll be on doing a co-op term. If I can take a few days off of that, I'd go there, and that's for sure one thing I'd be looking for. The other one is there's another Harry Potter promo set. It's the Grand Staircase, that one. I missed that this year, and I want to get that one. And then the other is that Batmobile now. I really like the stand for it, but if the Flash set actually comes out, and that has the 1989 Batmobile in it some way, and it looks good, I don't think I'll get that promo, but I'll see whether that set actually comes out, and if it looks decent. I'm gonna get it anyways, especially if I'm gonna pretty much pick up any DC set that I actually can, unless it's a 4+ set where I have both the minifigures and really have no interest in a really bad build, but it's also a 4+ build, so I can't really fault it for not looking overly good. Here is the wing section so far. It's quite flat and or sloped a bit, tiled off. It looks quite good. I'm not 100% sure where this elastic band will attach to it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to attach to it. I'm interested to see how that comes together. So back to Lord of the Rings coming out next year. 3 brickhead sets, I believe. Gollum and Frodo, which is your normal, I believe, 2-pack price, or it might be a little bit cheaper. I'm not 100% sure, because of course Gollum is going to be a bit of a smaller brickhead. Just dropped a piece. What are you? Good. I'm happy I was able to find this one, even though it's probably going to be an extra piece. I don't believe I have it, so don't want to lose that. So Gollum and Frodo, which sounds good. Brickheads aren't my favorite. I have a few of them. I got the Stranger Things one this year. Also have the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote one. I think I have a couple more, and then I have the Harry Potter and Hedwig one, but actually I think I got that at an arcade for prize, so I didn't actually buy it, or I guess I sort of did. The other one, Gandalf and the Balrog, which I think is the one I'm most excited for, just to see a Balrog build. And I don't, even though it's going to be in the brickhead style, I feel like it's possible that it sort of kind of comes or looks decent with your Lord of the Rings minifigures, which excites me. And then the other one that I'm less sure on, because I haven't seen the source all too much. I don't even know if it was originally from Promo Bricks or something, but like when it comes to rumors, I tend to trust Promo Bricks quite a bit. So for the Lord of the Rings ones, I feel pretty confident about them, but this other Lord of the Rings brickhead, I'm not 100% sure on who it came from. And that was a Arwen and Aragorn brickhead, which sounds quite cool. And I'm excited to see that one, if it comes out. I don't know for sure, but I thought those might be coming out in January. I'm not sure on that, but if they are, I'm quite excited for them, and that might go into my January purchasing plans. Of course, it seemed like the reveals are happening soon, which totally makes sense. We're coming up on November. and those should, I'm assuming, be coming out quite soon. And it seemed to start today with the Friends reveals, the reboot, I guess, of Friends, new characters, new stuff, and the sets looked alright. I'm not gonna buy them, but it looked alright. So those won't be going into my purchasing plans for January. But what will be, I guess this could just, for what reviews I'm gonna have and stuff. If the Lord of the Rings sets come out, for sure going to get that Balrog and Gandalf day one. I'm gonna get them all. Just sort of depends when I get them. Given their brickheads not overly expensive, I could see myself just getting all of them the first day. But other things, battle packs, first battle pack, want to get a few of those, probably 3 to 5, maybe 5 of them, I don't know. Of course, 4 at the $25 price would be 100 sort of, just even, just flat 100 number. So we'll see, but I'm gonna get at least one of them. And then other things, I'm interested in the Ninjago sets. Ninjago Core seems interesting to me. I'm hoping that there are new minifigures. Okay, so this is attaching to the side of the wing, this bat logo piece here. Back to January purchases. Okay, so the brickheads, the Lord of the Rings brickheads, for sure the Balrog one, that's if they release, and then the other ones, possibly, I'll see, sort of, on the day or before the day, sort of make my plans for what I'll be getting. The battle packs, Ninjago Core. So, I'm not sure if the Ninjago Core minifigures aren't any different, which I'm really hoping they are, because if it's pretty much what they did with Legacy and just repeat minifigures with the descriptions, like, unless the builds really surprise me and are quite good, but given Core last year, not really super high on that actually happening. So if the minifigures aren't new, there's like the 2 biggest sets are the only ones I think I'll get. The Zane's Ice Dragon, I believe, and then I think there's a J Mech. It's one of the. It's either a J Dragon and a Zane Mech, or a Zane Dragon and a J Mech, and I believe it's the second one I said, the Ice Dragon for Zane, and then some sort of Lightning Mech for Jay, which sounds quite cool, especially if it's going to be a larger one like that combo mech. I really like the shaping of the combo mech, but the mix match of colors I just didn't like. The colors didn't appeal to me, being all mix matched and all that. I really like the Nia Samurai X mech this year. I like one consistent color. And I think the Zane's one might be retired, the Titan mech, and I really should have gotten that, because it's from my favorite season of Ninjago, and I quite like Zane, so should have gotten that set. Maybe in like double VIP points if it's still in stock. I don't even know if it is. I might pick it up. What's the point of that? This must be a piece that's just used in this thing, and they needed it for something, because, I mean, the bat logo here is getting covered up. Okay, that's weird. So, back to January stuff. So, the Lord of the Rings brickheads for sure interest me. But, yeah, I think I'm going to get the Balrog one, and Gandalf. Not sure about the others. I'll get them at some point, just whether I get them January 1st. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I just want to finish this off. So I'm just attaching that part I've been building here. Well, this thing is hard to, the rubber band, when you have it clicked in, or when you have the whole part sort of put in, it's hard to attach. Okay. And the other side with the bat logo that for some reason, you see this must be used somewhere else in this set because there is no use for it here at all. That's a really weird piece usage. It's weird. It's just odd to me that they would put a printed piece in such a random spot. Like, you can't see it. It's gonna be covered up. I don't know. It's like, I'm sure I've seen that before in a set. It's very odd to me that they would put a printed piece in a area of the set that you see, but you don't see whatsoever. It's not okay. That's fine. Not gonna get. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. There's not even that much stickers in this set, so it's not like one of these stickers could have been a print, but like it's like on a 4x, like a thing that fits 4 studs is hugely different than this, but I'd kind of like this to be printed, which from what they've said, the designers, that should be coming with UCS sets, which should have already happened, but at least it's happening. I'm just happy about that because, like, I've gotten a lot better at stickers. Like, I look at some of my order sets, like some Indiana Jones sets. I was looking at my stickers for the plane set, my favorite set, which is getting a remake. That thing was the gun holes on the side of the ship or the plane were somewhere else on the thing entirely, not on a different piece, but like it wasn't even close to the place. But at least I've gotten better at it now, and that's for sure some set that I will at some point in my Lego collecting buy a sealed version of, even though a new one is coming out. It's not the same. So yeah. That is that. Okay. Oh, I should not have attached that before I did the rubber band. Should have learned from the first time. Need to take that out and then do the rubber band. One of my favorite rubber band features ever in a set was a Chima set that I had. And yes, I did quite enjoy Chima, and honestly, I still have quite fond memories of it, even though I feel like if there were some other themes coming out at the time that I look back and sort of wish I'd gotten certain sets over the Chima sets, but overall, I do really like Chima, and I think it's a cool theme. It's a large gap there. That one's a fine gap. Okay. I need to work something out with this wing because I have a bit of a gap here that I feel like is not. Oh, I think I might have fixed it. Oh, yeah. That's better. Okay. So, this wing is looking really good. I'm showing you the incomplete one. There it is. It's pretty much finished. with the random printed element that's in there that no one's ever going to see. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab bag 6, and while I build that, I'm gonna discuss more of January 2022. Okay, so I will be doing exactly what I just did, but for the other wing, and then, I guess, other aspects of the set can the set get built up after that. Another one of these printed pieces being used. I think that might be the one that's used also on that 4 Plus bat cycle. But that's like more of a larger usage. It's right at the front of the thing. Okay. So, January 2022. So recap it. Gandalf Balrog set, if it releases January, I'm getting that. The other Lord of the Rings brickheads, not too sure if I'm going to get them January 1st. Probably want to see the images first. But if they're like $20 or $30 sets, I'm going to get them. At least at some point, maybe January 1st. I want to get those 5 first battle packs, a few of them. And then after that, I don't think I'm going to get any Ninjago January 1st, but there is some of the new core sets that I'm interested in getting at some point in the year. I just don't think it will be January 1st. Next theme, Marvel. The mechs seem interesting to me. There's that Morbius set that also sort of interests me just for the minifigure. The Ghost Rider set also seems interesting. Overall, the Quinjet too, I'm excited to see what that is. Marvel 2023 seems to be starting pretty strong already. I would say better than what we had last year. And if it's the original Avengers lineup in that Quinjet, I don't think I'm going to be upset about it because I really want that. But I'm just going to be wondering why it didn't happen last year. Like, it would have been such a great set to release, but they didn't even acknowledge anything about it being a 10th year of Lego Marvel and Lego DC. Actually, I think they did sort of acknowledge it on Instagram for DC, where they posted a picture with a bunch of different bat suits and didn't even have one for this year. Because, well, there's no new sets. I guess unless you can count the Batman sets, but for me, those released early, or in November, I believe, so I don't really count those. But I don't know if Lego counts them, but even so, it's not many sets, even if those count. So Marvel sounds pretty good. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be getting anything from Marvel the first day. So I feel like they usually put out a promo a few days after, so I feel like I want to get a few day one purchases, then wait a little bit, and then get a few other things. Then for the first few months, I'll be getting some Marvel stuff. Maybe one or two of the Ninjago sets I want. Something like the TIE Bomber, which I for sure want to get. I just don't know if I'm going to get it day one, but I'll see. Harry Potter, I'm not 100% sure if there's sets coming out in January, if they're coming out in March, but they do sound quite good. I'm happy to get a Deathly Hallows set. The second task seems interesting. I really want a Durmstrang ship. I don't think that's coming out. I honestly can't really remember, but if that was coming out, there's no way I would have forgotten it. Yeah, there's no way that I forgot about the Harry Potter set that I'd be most excited about. So I don't think those are coming January 1st, but I am really excited to see the Harry Potter sets. There's still some sets that I'm missing from this year, which is sort of weird because since 2018, I've been getting a lot of the sets, and this year I've sort of slowed down a bit. Like I got my favorite set, Grimmauld Place, but I still don't have the Ministry, and there's other sets, Hogwarts sets, that I still need for my collection, which I will get at some point. I think at the start of the year, I was buying a ton of retired Ninjago sets, which really slowed down what I actually bought at the Lego store for current sets. But I did really enjoy doing that. I just haven't found many good, like, the things that I got were really good prices. So, like, I was getting, like, $100 sets for, like, $30. I kept finding some really good Ninjago listings, and I couldn't not get them with, like, there were sets I really liked from seasons I really liked. And I was able to get them for really good prices. So other themes coming out. I'm interested in the botanical collection. Of course, that's not coming out. I will get those at some point to build them. And I quite like them a lot. But I feel like for January, I don't know when Indiana Jones is coming out. Not just the movie, but also the sets. I'm assuming they're going to want to have them at the start of the year and then have the actual 5th movie sets. I'm not 100%, like, let me see if I can find out about this, when exactly those sets come out. So I know what the sets are, but I don't know if there's any information as to when those might actually be coming out. So yeah, 8 sets. Doesn't seem like they have a date, just that they're coming out next year. But I'm really excited to see Okay, I can't find anything on when those are actually releasing. But oh, dropped a piece. Okay, I got it. Trying to see what step I'm on now. I've forgotten what's I was on. Oh. Okay. So we've got that. I built those. Got that. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I know where I'm at now. So yeah, I'm really excited for next year for Lego. To see what comes out, and January 1st, I think the thing I'm most excited to get, just because I'm in a phase right now where I'm super into clone troopers and wanting to build an army of clone troopers. I've been playing a lot of Battlefront lately, and I've been enjoying it a lot, and I'm gonna buy a lot of those battle packs. My plan was sort of, every time I go out somewhere, and when I do that, when they have battle pack there, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna get multiple of them. I'm just gonna get one of them, and you know, one every week or so will add up over time. And of course, as there will be certain times where I buy quite a few of them. So yeah, I'm really excited for them. Also, for Star Wars next year, May 4th, sort of thinking ahead onto what I will be buying. Now, of course, we haven't even seen the pictures of the sets, but still something I sort of like to do because I feel quite confident in the sources that are giving the set information. I'm just looking for a part here, and I cannot find it. Okay. Cannot really move on. Now, I can go and find one of these really easily. It's not like it's a hard part to find. It's just a 2x4 plate in black. I'm sure this is not missing. Like, I've had very few cases of missing parts in Lego sets. So I'm sure I'm just missing it because of all the black parts here. But like, I feel like it's a decently easy part to find. I'm gonna look through this one more time. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna go and find one of these parts because I'm sure it would be very, very easy to find, and I could find one really quickly. I feel like they were in this area here where I poured out the plates. In the bag. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go grab one because I can't seem to find it. Whoop. not my part. Okay, so now with this, I can continue. May 4th purchases. Gonna get that May 4th promo. I still actually have the last 2 of them sealed. I just haven't opened them. The Amperoos one I do kind of like, and for sure want to open the Tatooine build. I would say is my least favorite of those builds. I actually quite enjoyed them as promo sets. But I haven't built that one. I might at some point, I don't know. It's not like a set that I need to build right now. Doesn't entirely interest me. Just Tatooine as a whole is one of my least favorite, or might be my least favorite planet in Star Wars. It's just sandy. I don't like sand, like Anakin. I don't like it. It's rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. It for sure does get everywhere. It's really annoying. I don't like sand. May 4th. I'm gonna get Rex's helmet. Probably the first day I can get it. Rex is my favorite clone. One of my favorite Star Wars characters. Might even be my favorite Star Wars character. I love Rex a lot. I'm gonna get that Rex helmet. I'm gonna get any set that Rex comes in. I like Rex a lot. Back to getting Rex. I am shocked that I did not get the smaller, like, canon set that came with Rex when it released with the Clone Wars. Like, that was in, like, my prime, like, younger days of collecting Lego Star Wars. And Rex was my favorite character. It completely surprises me that I didn't get that set. Like, I believe it was exclusive to Toys R Us, but I went to Toys R Us every week, or pretty much, so it surprises me that I didn't get that set. I'm hoping that we get a Rex minifigure, and it looks like that one from the Skywalker saga. The arm printing on it just looks great. I feel like that minifigure looks very much like what we could see for a Lego minifigure. Now, of course, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that a Rex figure is going to come, but it looks like a lot like what a Rex minifigure would look like. I feel like in the age of current Lego clones that we are in, that is probably what Lego would do. Whether it would have the arm printing or not, I don't know. I would hope it does, because I think it looks great. I think I want both cloth pieces too that they have on it, but I could for sure seeing that change. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it was cloth pieces or the waist cape was printed. I feel like waist cape being printed is what they might do, especially if it was a set like the Captain Rex's Y-Wing. It's going to be printed. Now, you could print them and then put the waist cape over that. You don't really see the printing then. And you have the waist cape if you want that. Now, I don't necessarily love waist capes. I think they look really good for display, but like I have some a bit older ones where they just aren't in the best condition, just because I feel like any sort of movement, just sitting there doing whatever, like they don't stay in great condition. But I think I'd like Rex with a waist cape. For sure the shoulder pauldron. If they didn't have that, that would be really odd. But with the helmet holes and all that, I hope that Rex does come out. And with Rex's Y-Wing appearing in the Tales of the Jedi, there's even more reasons to make one. There's already quite a few to begin with, but there's one more now, and hopefully it finally comes, because I'd love to see that. I don't know entirely what I'd like to see for a minifigure lineup, but Captain Rex's Y-Wing I'd love to see. I'm not 100% sure if we see multiple. I need to watch that episode of the Clone Wars again when he jumps into that to see if those Clone Wars era Y-Wings, if there were more blue ones, because if there were, that's for sure a set that I want more of. Like a blue Y-Wing? Yes, please. For Captain Rex's Y-Wing, I'm going to come back to that later. I just want to talk about May 4th. So I'm going to get that promo for sure, whatever it is, I want to get it. So for my purchases for that, I think I'm going to go with the helmets or a display set. So probably the Phase 1 Cody helmet, because I feel like I probably will already have the Rex's helmet by the time that releases, unless it releases the day the minifigure or the May 4th promo goes up. I'm already probably going to have the Rex's helmet, so I think I'll go with the Cody for that. And then, what did I do here? So the Rex helmet I think I'll already have, so I'll probably get the Cody and maybe a display set to get to that May 4th price. So I didn't even need to put this on. I don't know why I just built. There it is. Found the missing part. I added an extra one of them. Cool. I had that same thing with The Office. I added an extra layer that didn't need to be there to somewhere else, and I was searching around for pieces, and then later on building I realized, oh, I put an extra layer on, so I took it apart a bit and added those pieces back and took out the ones from my collection just so it was all new pieces in the set. Yeah, that's my May 4th plans. Get the promo, Cody helmet, or Rex's helmet, I guess. One of those two helmets, and then a display set, or, those are probably $80, $90 sets. So, promo I think is usually $150, so with those display sets, I think they're a bit of bigger ones this year, around, I think, $100 each. So I don't think I want to go like $200, so I might just get a few battle packs to go with that, or if I need $50 more, one of the purple clone sets. I have a few options, and that's might be what I go with. I've done that before. I think it's, I'm going to get the sets at some point anyways, but I don't necessarily want to spend like $200 for May 4th, unless that's what the promo threshold is. So, back to Captain Rex's Y-Wing. I want that set so much. It is probably the Lego Star Wars set that currently I like the most. There's other sets like a Venator, an MTT, or an ARC 170 that I'd really love. I think a UCS ARC 170 is the UCS set currently I want the most. And 2025, I believe, would be the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Now, that doesn't mean anything, but especially with how they've handled film or theme anniversaries, but we'll see what actually comes of it. But I think that would be a really cool UCS set for the time, and I'd really want to see that. But Captain Rex's Y-Wing currently is probably the set I want the most, just because I want a Rex minifigure so much, and I don't. Like, it's something I've thought about recently, is buying the $200 Phase 2 Rex. I've for sure thought about it, like finding one that's, I don't know, maybe $100, $150, and buying it. Now, if I went on Facebook Marketplace today and found one for some reason, someone didn't know what they had and they put it up for like $50, I would buy that. There's no reason why I wouldn't. Even if the new minifigure sells or comes out, I could sell it if I wanted to. If it goes down in value, whatever. It was $50. But at its current price, I don't think I'm going to get one, just because I think this year, with the new helmet holes, I feel like I could come up with a bunch of things that would make sense for why this set should come out, and there are a lot of reasons. But I don't know, it might not come out, but I sort of want to wait till this year before I get a Rex. Now, there's a store that I kind of want to go to that I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, and they were pretty much advertising their store. They had a bunch of clone minifigures, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might have had a Phase 1 Captain Rex. Now, if they release Rex, I think it's going to be Phase 2. I don't expect Phase 1 Rex anytime soon. I think it was around 100. It might have been a bit more. If I go there and they have that minifigure, it's coming up on Christmas, you know, I might buy it for myself, just because I want it, and I like Rex, and I want it a lot. But I'm going to wait for Phase 2 Rex until the end of 2023, or by the end of the summer wave. And if there's nothing, now, luckily, I should know what's coming out for the summer wave by the time of Brickworld Chicago, and if I do go, my biggest purchase at the convention would probably be a Phase 2 Rex, if a minifigure isn't coming out in the summer wave, because it doesn't seem like it's coming out from here till June. So there is that mystery set, but I don't know if that's an unknown helmet, an unknown display set, whatever that might be. I think it's a store exclusive. It's sort of in the price range of those display sets or helmet sets. So unless it's something like that, which would totally, no. I really wish the Republic Fighter Tank hadn't been a store exclusive. I knew this, but I didn't really realize it, so I was going around to stores not realizing that I would only be able to get it at the Lego store. I was just walking around stores for months looking for the thing, because I wanted more of them. But yeah. That's that. I'm really hoping for a Captain Rex's Y-Wing, and now minifigure lineup for that set. Rex, of course. I think Ahsoka, for sure. Oh, another reason. Bad Batch Season 2. Rex is going to appear in that, and probably Ahsoka. So, if they're gonna make something with Rex's Y-Wing makes the most sense. It makes sense to do it. Now, does that mean they're gonna make it? Nope. So they don't necessarily do things that make sense. But, you know, I hope a lot that it happens. And I'm excited for the prospect of it potentially happening and me finally getting a Rex minifigure. Sort of something I wanted for years. I feel like a few years ago, there were a couple rumors that came out, and I think one of them was a V19 Torrent. There was also some sort of rebel or resistance craft. And I think one of the sets, it might have been a battle pack, had Rex in it, or that was the rumored lineup. I remember being so excited for that, and I'd finally get a Rex minifigure, and I was really going to be excited, but that never happened. So I'm hoping that finally happens here. I should have attached this part first and not what I did. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so got that attached. Now plating it up. Okay, so Rex's Y-Wing minifigure lineup. Rex, of course. Rex not being in Rex's Y-Wing would be something. That Lego. No, I don't even think Lego would do that. There would be anarchy, I feel, if that happened. That'd be really funny, actually. I'd absolutely hate it, but it would be really funny. If it was some sort of May 4th, or April Fool's thing, and they released a picture of, like, Rex's Y-Wing coming out in the summer wave, and they put it up without Rex actually being in the set. I think it'd be really funny. And of course, if they did it April Fool's Day, everyone would know that it was fake and that Rex was actually coming in the set. But at the first glance of it, it'd be really funny, and I kind of wouldn't mind if they did that. But I don't know if they would have do that. But yeah, that's my stupid ideas on showing pictures for sets. Okay, so spent about 5 minutes, and I think I'm finally going to get to the minifigure lineup that I'd like to see in this, or in a potential Rex's Y-Wing set. So Rex, Ahsoka, because, well, she was in Tales of the Jedi with Rex's Y-Wing, in the Clone Wars Season 7, she's just fitting. I think making a Clone Wars Season 7 based would be the best. Of course, Bad Batch based is another possibility. Okay, I think I'm done there. Cool. And then, I think 3 minifigures, maybe. Yeah, I think 3 minifigures. Rex, Ahsoka, and then ideally, I think for me it'd be Jessie. But I could for sure see Lego reusing one of the minifigures, one of the 501st minifigures from the battle pack, and just putting that in there. But given that we get Rex and the minifigure, even though it'd be a bad choice, I wouldn't care because of Rex getting a set sewn. This is over an hour for this stream. Got 2 bags done. The wings are pretty much complete. There they are on that side, and there they are on that side. It's looking more complete every day that I build it, and it's looking really, really good, and I'm excited to have this finished. So I've got a minifigure. Next bag with some arm printing. That's cool. So, that is going to be the end of this stream. I'm really excited for Lego next year. Really, my next big break is Christmas break, or the winter break before my next semester. So that would be the next time that I might potentially live stream. Now, I could see it happening where, of course, I have Fridays off, so I think it's also possible that I do a stream sometime on one of those days, but usually I use Fridays as a work day. But I was gonna say that I'm nearing the end and I would maybe slow down a bit, but I have term projects, so yeah, I'm not slowing down a bit. So I think this is gonna be my last stream for a while. Maybe I do some short little video just showing you this, because I'm not going to ever review for the Batwing. It's just, I find doing large reviews currently where I'm at with YouTube. Like, I've got my smaller, like, tripod thing that has my phone set up for this stream. If I had a larger thing, which I might get at a point, I don't know. I'm thinking of getting some stuff like that potentially when I reach 100 subscribers, which I'm getting very close to that, and I feel like that's a certain point for a YouTube channel where it's sort of a larger point, you know. It's kind of 100 is, I don't know, it's triple digits. It's a cool number, and I'm excited to get to that point, which I should be getting to soon. I would assume I have four, or actually I think 6 videos recorded that I just haven't posted. I need to schedule those soon, but maybe I do that tonight. I have the videos edited, they're up. I have them saved, I have everything, I have thumbnails ready. I can get them posted. There's a few other videos that I want to record. I don't think I'm going to go record those this week because I have some work to do that I'm going to do right after this. I'm just going to get all that done. And should record next Friday, I would guess. So probably have a video, one of those coming out on the weekend. And then I have some Rings of Power Thoughts videos that I need to post 2 of them, episode 7 and episode 8, or 8 and 9, I'm not 100% sure. Kind of forget how many episodes there were. I need to post those, and I think I'm just going to post those on the same day. I have a couple shorts that I need to upload. I have my Architecture Singapore set review that I really quite like, and then a Funko Pop review, and I have a couple more pops here that I'm going to be reviewing. Here is the New York Comic Con Kelly, which I ordered from Walmart, pre-ordered from Walmart. It said it was going to come April, and it came in end of October, which was pretty cool. Then another one I'm not going to have probably until later, at least in December. It's the gingerbread Batman. I also have the gingerbread Thor from last year that I never reviewed, but it's under a bunch of other figures, so I don't know if I'm gonna end up reviewing that or not. Other videos I'm going to have coming up for Lego. I'm just going to be talking about some stuff. Like, I want to do a video talking about some battle packs, some Lord of the Rings D2C ideas, what I would like to see. Indiana Jones, that's a video I want to make. I have the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger that I ordered to get free shipping with that Kelly, that I am going to have a video coming out. I love Speed Champions. I really like that set, so that review I'm excited to record. And that, you know, should take me till the end of November, going into December. And then December, well, January, and the new Lego releases start, so should have a few videos coming out there. Another January release I totally forgot about. I believe the Skyline, the Fast and Furious Skyline, is releasing in January. So if that's the case, and it does release in January, that will be one of my day one purchases, because that's the Speed Champion set next year that I'm most excited for. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. I enjoyed making these 2 streams. I just realized I'm going to have another one tomorrow. I was talking like this is my last one. Today's Thursday, not Friday. I'm going to have one tomorrow. So, yeah. Okay, bye. How do you end this thing? Oh, it's this little X here.